Hey there everybody, it's RWS here with AirgunWeb, where we tell you the facts, not fluff, and today we're going to take a look at the new 850 M2. So before we get started, I want to say thank you to Pyramid Air for sponsoring AirgunWeb in these videos. Guys, when you're looking to get your next airgun, your next scope, your box of pellets, your CO2, all of that kind of stuff that you're looking to get to kind of fuel your airgun addiction, please do so at www.pyramidair.com, and please let them know that Rick sent you their way. So let's talk a little bit about this rifle now. So the 850's been around a long time. It's kind of been on my radar from right back in the beginning. So back in the early 2000s, I knew about the 850. It's something I've always loved because of a few things. Let me tell you right off the bat what I really love about this gun. I love the trigger. Probably one of the best triggers you're going to get in a CO2 gun like this. Just really good. The bolt action makes it shoot pretty much just like a traditional bolt action firearm. So for you guys who love shooting your firearms but want to do something in your backyard to get quality trigger time, even in your basement. I used to shoot this through my boat bay, through my garage, into a pellet trap. That kind of stuff you can do with this, and it's a very good shooting experience, which is what I've always loved about the 850. So now the M2 has taken that same awesomeness of that shooting experience and they've just jacked it up a little bit. So let me talk to you about what they've done. They've got a new stock, super comfortable, very, very nice stock. I love what they've got going on here. And here's the big change. This is kind of a different design. The way it works, the CO2's up under here, that hasn't changed, but they've got the rails already mounted. So you can immediately throw your bipod on it, throw your light, throw your laser. You can add your accessories right out of the gate without having to go do something weird to make it work. The other thing they've done, and I really like this part. So the 850 is not very loud, but say you want to shoot indoors. Maybe you want it super quiet. Well, now you have a threaded muzzle. It's 1/2 UNF. Guess what? You can make that just as quiet as you want to make it, which is very cool. And again, you don't have to go and do anything weird. Just take the barrel nut off, screw your, we'll call it a sound dampening device to the end of it, and you're good to go. Just very, very cool. I like that. It also comes with open sights. Again, something I really like because out of the box, if you get your CO2, got some pellets, you don't really need an optic. And if you're shooting close range, maybe you don't even want to. Maybe you want to work on sight picture with open sights. You want to train a youngster, you know, they're going to go out and hunt deer next year with a bolt action rifle. Well, this gives you the ability to kind of work them into it in the backyard. Again, quality trigger time. I'm going to keep kind of going back to that because that's what this gun brings to the table. So let's say you want to go beyond the open sights and you want to move to an optic. Well, it has 11mm dovetail, and I've mounted for this review the Axeon 4-16x44. It's a scope brought in by UmarexUSA, just like the gun. Duplex reticle, really clear optics. I like that. It's side focus. I love that. And again, it's a 4-16, so you have a lot of magnification, and it's really good for the backyard. I love this, whether you're target shooting or you're taking out the occasional pest, which this has enough juice in the tank to do that too, out to, let's say, 30 yards or so. This thing is a really nice package set up the way you see it here. Now it is CO2, so you're not looking at PCP power, you're looking at CO2 power. So let's talk about that for just a moment. 22 caliber CO2s really run about 500 to 600 feet per second, and that's really where this gun is living as well. So a lead-free, super lightweight pellet is going to be up near 600, like the GTO lead-frees are 590, and the RWS hobbies are about 560. They're 11.9 grain lead pellet. Then you get down into some of the pellets I was shooting for accuracy, and now you're looking at anything from like 490 to 520 in that range. So that's kind of slow when you think about it. We're used to like big numbers, but again, this is for backyard quality trigger time. This isn't for going out and taking antelope with it. This gives you, that really solid shooting experience that can mimic your firearm, but in your backyard or in your basement. And you really don't want a ton of power for that. This does a great job at what it's designed to do. So I shot 3 different pellets here, and what we'll do is we'll kind of let the shooting stuff go here at the bottom or wherever my sister, who does my editing, puts it on the screen. We'll put all that stuff up here while I'm talking because I shot a bunch of shot groups. The first thing I did was I shot the RWS Super Domes. They're 14.5 grain. They're about, oh gosh, they were doing, I think they were right at about 510, 495 in that area. So they were right around 500 feet per second, which is not bad. So the shot groups you're looking at were shot at 25 yards, and I shot the whole mag, so 8 shots is what we were getting. And at 25 yards, a lot of pellets shot pretty well. Now the first set of the RWS Super Domes weren't exactly in the center of the bowl, but they grouped okay. Again, about 1.5 inches. Now the next pellet I shot were the H&N Terminators. Now they're 16 and some change as far as grain weight, and that's kind of heavy for this gun, and the velocity sort of, you see that. They were like 470, 480 feet per second, but they didn't group bad. I had kind of one get away from me, but that's just the way it is sometimes. The group size was pretty decent. Again, 25 yards, you're certainly shooting quarters pretty much all day with it. Now, we move over to the best pellet, which was the JSB 14.3s. They're running just a little over 500 feet per second, so they have good velocity and really good accuracy. Now, I shot another group with the JSBs because I know those things can just drill, and that really gave us our best group. We're talking dime size group here with the JSBs, and that's what you're gonna get. Again, 25 yards, and you can shoot dimes with it. That's what I call quality trigger time. So you got decent power, you got really good accuracy, you got really good shootability. Now, for me, that means it's comfortable, the action works well, the trigger's great. Everything about this is really what I love about air guns. It comes back to the fun factor. I started shooting air guns because I like shooting in my backyard. That's what this gun is really designed to give you. I call it quality trigger time, and that's what the 850 M2 is all about. My name is Rick Utzler. Thanks for watching.